All right, sounds good. Just give me about 2 minutes. Just play a couple minutes and come back. I think, you know what, I didn't turn up. I don't know. I didn't turn that up. I think you could hear me, but I don't think anything went out on the air. Because I just now, I looked over there and right when I was coming back. Yep. So that's okay, though. It's just kind of the way my day has gone. Jeez. It's been an interesting one. Oh, here comes National Anthem, so you probably just need to extend it. Play some more spots for me. Okay, thanks.
Prayer to ask him to bless our students in this evening's events with safety and sportsmanship is a violation of the federal case law. We do honor our country's law and will abide by them always. However, at this time, we'll observe a time of silence. If you feel inspired to honor and thank God and ask him in the name of Jesus to bless this evening's activities as well as our country, please feel free to do this at this time as we observe a moment of silence. Please remain standing for the national anthem and the school song led by Brian Cheney and your Taskovich band. Please remove your hats.
No, oh, that's okay, I'm gonna sit down. No, go ahead and bring it back. I need to do some intros. Oh, okay, thanks. And welcome back to Lee County News and Sports YouTube, HobbsAmerica.com, and Eagle 100.5. It's Hobbs, a Lady Eagle basketball. And I'm Dawn Morgan with Jonathan Allen running camera tonight. Thank you very much to Jonathan. Evie Stuber in studio producing and engineering. And we are here ready for the Hobbs girls versus El Paso Hanks. And they come in at 3-5 on the season. Texas schools, of course, more teams, bigger districts. They start playing basketball before New Mexico, and so they are 3-5, coming in off of a win against Canutillo, 57-26. And Hobbs Eagles, the ladies, are coming in at 2-1, last beating Lubbock Cooper, 54-43 on Saturday night. Next up for them, they'll be on the road this Friday to play at Pebble Hills in El Paso. It's one of the newer schools. So it's going to be a good night. Again, that game will start at 6 p.m. And the Hobbs JV did win their game earlier this pretty resoundingly. And now we are undergoing the introduction of players. Number 3 is Nevaeh Carrillo. 10, Zoe Burton. 11, Marina Ruiz. 13, Eva Diaz. 20, Elise Jax Alva. 21, Daisy Fernandez. 22, Annette Hernandez. 23, Melanie Martinez. Number 24, Andrea Rios. 30, Jocelyn Rivera is her last name. And number, I was waiting for the big things. And Jocelyn Rivera, number 30. 31, Anahi Dueñas. 33, Christina Butterfield. And 34, Nevaeh Moore. And turning over to the Hobbs Lady Eagles. Number 4, Madison Cepeda. Number 10, Addison Everhart. 12, Aliana Armitage. 14, Brett Clay. 15, Nakaya Mojica. 20, Bryn Hargrove. 22, Kendall Cunningham. 23, Carly Rivera. And 24 is Carolina Saiz. 30 is Areli Navarro. Number 33 is Caitlin Muniz. 34, Alana Bolton. 52, Katie Godwin. And your starters for El Paso Hanks will be Zoe Burton, Marina Ruiz, Daisy Fernandez, Annette Hernandez, and Andrea Rios. Starting for the Lady Eagles, number 4, Cepeda. Number 12, Aliana Armitage. 14, Brett Clay. 15, Nakaya Mojica. And 22, Kendall Cunningham. So here we are, ready to get this one tipped off. Hobbs coming in with a little momentum, looking to go up 3-1. They want to continue their little 2-game winning streak. Their only loss, that first game against defending state champion Sandia. Looking at the roster, El Paso Hanks, a lot of seniors, a lot of leadership and experience on their team. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 seniors, and of those, it looks like 4 are starters. They have a lot of height, too. They've got 5'10", 5'9", 5'9", 5'8", 6'1", 6'2". So, again, Lady Eagles, depending on their strengths, their quickness, their speed, their press, forcing turnovers. They got to make points off of those turnovers for sure. And they were doing a much better job of all of that on Saturday night. They had kind of a rough first quarter against Lubbock Cooper and a lot of turnovers in the first half, but they made adjustments. They came out great second quarter. It started turning things around and then really just really ended up winning in a big way. They win the tip-off, move the ball around, get it into the left corner. A three-pointer up, no good. Kendall Cunningham gets the rebound, her first, and gets fouled. It'll be on the floor. Nakaya Mojica will inbound. Well, it will be on number 24, Andrea Rios, her first foul. First team foul, of course. The Lady Knights of El Paso Hanks. And Hobbs stealing it away. Cepeda putting up point blank, won't fall, and number 24 getting the rebound. So Hobbs doing a nice job with a quick steal.
Her first team foul, the Lady Eagles.
But in the act and the melee of all that, Madison Cepeda committing a foul, her first. So the Lady Knights inbound from underneath the Hobbs basket. Move it down on the right side of the court. Pass over to Rios. A pass in the lane, fumble for it. Good heads up as Kendall Cunningham and Brett Clay both there kind of knocking it away. Clay with the steal. Kicks it out to Armitage. He's going to drive into the lane, drive all the way, kick it back out to Kendall. Cunningham leaves it off for Saiz, and Carolina tries to pop a tray from the right wing, does not fall, rattles in and out, and El Paso Hanks with the rebound, and I believe that was number 24 with her second. They bring it down quickly. Aliana Armitage with one of her trademark steals. Nice, a steal and a pass to Mojica, and Mojica takes it in and puts the layup from the right side. 2 points for her. So nice work. As the Lady Eagles up 4-0. Coming down the other way, almost stolen. A shot up from the lane by Hernandez, and it will not go. And Cunningham with her second rebound of the game. Brings it down to Armitage. Armitage to Clay. Clay to Cunningham. Kicks it out to Size. Top of the arc. She backs up midcourt. Moves it over. Leaves it off for Mojica. Mojica going to move it around. Drives in. Kicks it out to Size. And she travels. She thought about taking the three from the left corner, and then she had a little traffic in front of her, decided to move forward and took that just a little bit of a stutter slide step. So Lady Eagles with a turnover. Hanks inbounds. Passes down the court into the lane, and a bad pass. Cunningham with a steal. And an assist as she passes it to Clay, and Clay takes it up and in. Nice. And 2 turnovers for El Paso Hanks. Lady Eagles are up quickly, 6-0, and Coach Padilla wants to talk about it, as the Lady Eagles already dominating, doing what they do best, stealing that ball, that really close, tight press, just consistent, insistent defense, creating opportunities for the Lady Eagles, and then they're playing very unselfish ball tonight, really moving the ball well. It looks like moving the ball better early on in this first quarter than I think that they were against Cooper. Not that they did a bad job, it's just that they're just looking a little sharper and a little more settled. And after all, this is just the 4th game of the season, so looking good. Moving the ball, passing it, 2 assists already on 2 of the baskets, and 3 baskets on the boards now, putting the Lady Eagles up 6-0. This was a full 60 timeout, but we're barely into the game, so I just kept it here. But we do want to say thank you to all of our great sponsors. We'll hear more of them throughout the game. And you see their banners up on the screen. So take a moment to look at those and give thanks, because that is why we are able to do our broadcast and never charge you anything at all. And you are watching and listening on Lee County News and Sports YouTube at HobbsAmerica.com and Eagle 100.5. And my score bug is back now, so I'm going to be able to, I just just took a vacation. Oh, nice steal. Another turnover. And Size trying to pop from the top of the arc, does not fall, but Hobbs with the rebound. And Brett Clay is going to be called for a foul. Clay with her first foul, second team foul for Hobbs. 5:35 left to play in this first quarter, and Lady Eagles up 6-0. It's great. You would expect that they might have more points on the board, just judging by the activity. But it's been pretty back and forth, and the Lady Eagles have had a few turnovers. A missed shot by El Paso Hanks, and they get the rebound, and the putback is good. That's Daisy Fernandez with 2 points and gets them on the board. But the Hobbs Lady Eagles bringing the ball down quickly, and they give it to Alana Bolton, who's in the game for the first time, and she does a nice job posting up and then putting it up from the right side. A nice layup for Alana Bolton, a senior this year, and playing more minutes and getting significant more time in from the bench. And doing a good job. So the Lady Eagles up 8-2 now. El Paso Hanks bringing it down, almost lost it. Right in front of the Hobbs students. Going to pass it around outside of the arc. Good defense by Hobbs. Stutter step through the lane, a shot up, no good, and it's Zepeda who skies for the rebound. I say that only because, man, she's very athletic, and as one of the shortest players on the court, you'd never really know it because she always grabs a few rebounds every game, and does it just by being in the right place at the right time. Good basketball IQ and lots of athleticism. A lot to like about the Lady Eagles, always. Inbound, Cunningham picks it up. No good, gets her own rebound, and the putback, well, no good, and it's kind of blocked out by Rios. And a travel as they take it across the timeline, get it over to Hernandez, and she travels, so another turnover now. And that is 5 turnovers for El Paso Hanks. Lady Eagles inbound, the end of the court. Nakai Mojica bringing it down, gives it off to Zepeda. Zepeda over to Bolton. Bolton to Clay. Clay on the left wing, moving it. Bounce pass to Zepeda, or to Mojica rather. Nice moves, and she gets herself free and then pulls up, tries a jump shot. It will not fall, and that is Rios with her fourth rebound of the game. El Paso Hanks moves it quickly down, then they pull out. They give it to Rios on the left wing. Getting worked on by Cepeda. Pass it over in the left corner. Player driving the baseline, takes a shot up, won't go. Fight for the rebound. It's loose on the floor. Coming up with it is Fernandez, and puts the shot up at Hernandez off of the assist by Fernandez, and 8-4. So the Lady Eagles need to put their feet back on the gas and make some more scoring happen here. Getting El Paso Hanks pretty good defense here, keeping them out of the paint. Clay didn't have any luck. Passed it off to Mojica. Mojica gonna get it to 33, Kaysla Manice in the game for the first time. She drives through the lane, charging through. Does not get called for the charge. She did not, but she does get fouled. And I don't think she committed the charge anyway, but I was afraid that when the whistle blew that's what they were going to get her on. But she gets tagged on the arm, and they're going to call that on Rios. That's her second foul. And it is Mojica to inbound. Whistle sounds, though, and I think the coaches, I don't know. Oh, I think they were in the middle of, they were trying to sub. A lot of Bolton comes off. Cunningham in, Manice in, Mojica to Clay. Clay gets it out to Cunningham. She drives in and then puts up a nice little jumper in front of the hoop. And 2 more points for her. She's got 2 points. She's got 3 rebounds, an assist, and a steal already, though. Ooh, Mojica all blocking a shot, almost taking it away. But El Paso Hanks able to keep it. 3-point attempt up. It's an air ball, but they managed to get the rebound. That's the third just on this little possession in their end of the court. Knocking it. They pass it in, little pop-up, no good. And I think that was Carrillo managing to get the rebound. And they're denying Hobbs some rebounds here. But still no points as the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by El Paso Hanks, and it's Mojica to inbound right in front of the Hobbs student section. Cepeda, long pass into Clay in the left corner, then into Cunningham, backs up, kicks it out to Mojica. She pulls up, takes the 3-point jumper, won't fall. Cunningham with the rebound. Bounce pass into Manice in the lane. She gets tripped up, so they're going to call the foul, I believe. Let's see who they called it on. Is that 21? No. 10 on Burton. And it's going to send Cunningham to the line. Does her first trip to the line tonight. As, let's see, Mojica and Cepeda go out. Yep. No, it was just the 4th team foul. So Cunningham was standing at the line, but it was just thrown in. Armitage, a fight, almost loses the ball. They do finally call a jump ball. And the arrow goes the way, who's it going to be? Hanks? Oh, no, they're going to call a foul, not the jump ball. So they're going to call it on Carrillo. It's her first team foul. It's her second foul, actually. And it's the 5th team foul. And that sends Armitage to the line. And the first bounces out, no good. She's got a couple of points in the game already, though. A couple of steals and assist. And we have a sub coming in for El Paso Hanks to get a little more size in the blocks. I think that is 34, Nevaeh Moore, one of their 6'2", their 6'2" girl. Oh, no good on that either. And it is Moore with the rebound, doing what she was sent in to do, grab the rebound and get that. So it's 10-4 now. Oh, and a nice steal, as coming away with it is Kaysla Manice, and takes coast to coast, takes it in for a nice layup. Nice work as Manice in the books with 2 points. 12-4 now, 8-point lead for the ladies. 1:30 left in this first quarter against El Paso Hanks. El Paso Hanks trying to find more in the lane, and they do. She loses the handle on it, but she turns around. Very easy for her at 6'2" to just kind of throw it up there. But coming the other way, Aliana Armitage passes over to Kendall Cunningham, who puts it in. Nice layup from the right side. working against some traffic and having to get a little physical into the basket. Nice work, 14-6 now. Coming the other way, almost stolen away, and then Fernandez saves it, but then a bad pass goes out of bounds. She was trying to connect with Moore. Moore had posted up and was ready to lay one up and in. And nice work for the Lady Eagles. Less than a minute left to play in this first. They're up by 8. Low scoring first quarter, 14-6. Armitage running the point. Passes to Manise on the left wing. Tries for the three, doesn't fall. And a whistle sounds. Who they're going to get? All right, I think it just goes out of bounds. That is Rios. A long pass in. They get it over to Martinez. Martinez gets it to Fernandez in the left corner, getting worked on hard by Size. Runs through the lane and nice little layup. Bank it off the glass on the left side. Credit where credit's due. 14-8 now. A shot up, no good, and another rebound for Hanks. They're still in the backcourt, now finally across the timeline. Passing it in, it's going to go out of bounds, and I think that's going to run out the clock. So at the end of the first quarter, Hobbs is up. It's 14-8. They're up by 6. We'll be back with the second quarter of Lady Eagle action against El Paso Hanks High School on Lee County News and Sports YouTube, HobbsAmerica.com, and Eagle 100.5. Back in 30. And welcome back to Hobbs Lady Eagle basketball action from Tasker Arena. I'm Dawn Morgan. Your Hobbs girls playing the Lady Knights of El Paso Hanks, and they are up at the end of the first quarter, 14-8, a 6-point lead, and about 7 turnovers for El Paso Hanks. I've got Hobbs ladies down for just 2, so playing pretty good basketball, moving the ball around well, but they're creating some good scoring opportunities, but their shooting has been kind of cold. I mean, yes, they are leading by 6. I'm not complaining at all because they are winning, but they have had some shooting woes, taken a lot of shots, and they have grabbed some rebounds, but they have also lost some rebounds. And El Paso Hanks just put in one of their tall weapons, who has already grabbed 2 rebounds just in a couple of minutes of play in the end of that first quarter. Starting the second quarter off, Hobbs with the ball. Mojica with it, goes out of bounds. Last touch, of course, by Hobbs. Stealing the inbound. Cunningham managed to get a hand on it. I can't believe they didn't call a jump ball on that at some point, but they don't, and El Paso Hanks takes a shot. They get their own rebound, then lose it. Loose ball on the floor. Armitage picks it up and gets it down, and then another assist for her, and a good pass over to Clay, and Clay's got 6 points in the game now, makes it 16-8. Hobbs has doubled up El Paso Hanks. They need to stretch that out a little more if they can. It's great to create turnovers and scoring opportunities, but then you got to make good on them. There's a shot up, no good, off the glass, and Clay with a rebound. I've got that as her first rebound of the game tonight. She had a double-double against Cooper on Saturday. Give it to Cepeda. She drives across the baseline all the way over to the right side, gives it to Armitage. No room at the end. Kick it out to Mojica, then back to Cepeda. Tries to pop the 3, no good. Hobbs' three-point shooting has been very cold. Now they give it to Clay. She tries a three-pointer from the left wing, no good. Fight for the rebound, and they're going to call a foul maybe on Cepeda. There was a fight for it, and I think she just, nope, it's going to be on Armitage. First foul on her, and first team foul of this second quarter. So El Paso Hanks will inbound to the right of the Hobbs basket. They pass down the court. Oh, bad pass, and Mojica right there. Nice work as another turnover. And Mojica with a nice pass off to Clay. Clay puts it in, but that was a beautiful pass. What I'm seeing more of tonight is the Hobbs Lady Eagles are really, they're using their passing lanes, and they're really looking around for the other girls, whoever has a better shot. They're doing more passing, more assists. I'm seeing a little bit better communication, a little more teamwork, and still lots of girls are getting in the books with scoring. I mean, it's great because already Armitage has got a couple of points. Clay has, let's see, that was 2, 4, 6. I believe she has 8 of the 18, and Cunningham has 4. Moniz has 2. Bolton has 2. It's just the three-point shooting that really stands out right now for Hobbs. They've taken a lot of shots. They're just having a lot of trouble breaking the ice on this south basket. And they've got a lot of two-pointers, just having trouble sinking the trays so far. I have a feeling once they break the ice, maybe they're going to come up, because usually by this time, Hobbs has a couple 3 trays in the game. 6:35 left in the second quarter. They're up 18-8 over El Paso Hanks. Hanks still trapped in the backcourt, now moving it across the timeline and passing into the right corner, overthrowing and sending it out of bounds. So another turnover. I've got them for 9 so far, and I may have missed writing 1 or 2 of those down. 18-8, 10-point lead for Hobbs. Mojica running the point to Cunningham. Cunningham drives in. No look pass to Armitage in the left corner. She pulls up, tries the tray. It won't fall. Cepeda with the rebound. Her second. Bounce pass to Clay. Clay, top of the arc. Bounce pass to Mojica. She pulls the trigger on a tray. It's short-armed and falls out. Cepeda with the rebound. Her third. A putback, no good. And the ball comes down. Fight for it. Goes out of bounds. Last touch by El Paso Hanks. So Mojica will inbound just to the right of the basket. No, I think, yes, she will. Gets it Armitage, back to Mojica. Mojica drives across the baseline, bounce pass to Cepeda in the left corner. Oh, Cepeda with a bounce pass to Clay. Clay with 2 towers next to her, and it ends up going out of bounds off of Clay and will be El Paso Hanks' ball. So Moore 6'2" in the game, and wow, she's, I mentioned before the game that El Paso Hanks has a lot of height, but how do you make up for it? Speed, quickness, sharpness, heads up, just like that. But the ball does not fall, and Moore with a third rebound. They quickly pass it. That's the way to try to break the press, with the long pass down the court, but you have to have everybody in place and heads up and ready. They fumbled that one, went out of bounds, and Eagle basketball. Armitage with it to Mojica. Mojica pulls up, gets it to Clay. Clay, top of the key. Over to Moniz. Moniz to Armitage. Drives across the baseline. Maybe an ill-advised bounce pass. Don't know. She was intending to try to get to connect with Clay over in the blocks, but it did not work. Goes out of bounds, but luckily it is off of El Paso Hanks. Armitage comes out. Size goes in. Tries to pop that 3. Still, Hobbs really having trouble sinking the three-pointers from all over the place. They've tried left side, top of the arc, right side, right wing, left wing. Just can't get them to fall. Scoring drought here, 18-8 still, 4:53 left to play. El Paso Hanks moving the ball around to get it to Moore. She puts up a shot, won't fall, but the rebound is by Hernandez, and she's got 6 points in the game, makes it 18-10. Whistle on the way back as Hobbs Lady Eagles moving it across the court. And a whistle sounds. So that's going to be a turnover. El Paso Hanks inbounds in front of Taskovich. Bounce pass. Burton over to Moore. Out to Carrillo. Carrillo. Oh, a 3-point attempt on the way. No good. To El Paso Hanks is not having any better luck with their three-point shooting than Hobbs is. There's something about the baskets. The baskets and the rims just don't like the three-point shots tonight for either team. Hobbs with the rebound. Size, top of the key, leaves it off for Maniz. Maniz pulls up, and she finally, wow, nice work, nothing but net. She was about 2 or 3 feet behind the line there. And first tray of the game for Kaislyn Maniz. She's got 5 points in the game, makes it 21-10. Nice work, and Hobbs Lady Eagles quick, forcing turnovers and then drawing the foul. That's going to be on Carrillo. That's her third foul, second team foul against El Paso Hanks here in the second quarter, and that's going to put Brett Clay at the line, her first trip to the line tonight. First one's up and good. She's pretty reliable at the line. She has a her shot. She's an interesting shot. It's a very flat. There's not much arc, but it's very on target and really works. Her brother had a similar free throw style and shot, and he was equally another standout for Hobbs. And Brett makes her first one, and second one also rattles home. So 2 for 2 at the line. It makes Hobbs 23-10, a 13-point lead now over El Paso Hanks. 3:45 left to play in the second. Oh, Hobbs trapped in the back. Oh, they get the ball back and move it around, trying for a shot. It ends up loose on the floor. Fight for the ball. El Paso Hanks comes up with it. And great defense on Rios. Wow, nice steal. Good takeaway and a good pass to Maniz. She tries the little hook from the right side, won't fall, but Clay with the rebound and the putback makes it good. And that was off of a nice assist by Size, although she doesn't really get credit for the assist, but she did create a turnover, had a nice pass. So good teamwork, good passing, and good scoring as Hobbs up 25-10 now. A little over 3 minutes left to play in the second. El Paso Hanks with the ball. Inbound, working it over around the right side. Tiptoe through the lane, puts a shot up, won't fall. Fight for it, Cunningham. Skies for the rebound. Nice physicality there. Nice little trip through the lane. It looked like she was going to pass it off, and she kept it and had a nice trip. And a nice layup makes it 27-10. I mean, if you don't need to pass it and don't have anybody and you've got it, that was a well-timed, nice shot. So you don't always have to pass it off. Shot up, no good. A whistle sounds. And, yep, it's going to be Hobbs basketball. Another turnover for El Paso Hanks. 7. I've got them for 11 now. Just about 2.5 left to play here in this second quarter. 27-10 your score. Hobbs up by 17. Cunningham with the ball to Armitage. Armitage pulls back midcourt over to Zepeda on the right wing. Back to Armitage. Over to Size. Thinks about the three. Bounce pass into Cunningham. Then over to Zepeda. She thinks about the three. Gets it to Armitage. She works it back over. Zepeda getting worked on. I think she got Rios in her face. They work it around to Cunningham. Cunningham is going to try to drive into the lane from the right side, from the right blocks, but she gets fouled. See who they call that on. That's her third foul on Rios. Third team foul. Sice will inbound from right of the Hobbs basket. Into Cepeda. Back to Size. Back to Cepeda. Drifts back over to the left now to Armitage on the left. Back Cepeda. Into Armitage in the left corner. Back to Cepeda. Into Cunningham. She turns around and just decides to pop it from right there. Not in three-point range, but beautiful from just inside the top of the arc. Nice work. When you feel it, take it. And the ball coming back down the court. That will going to have a backcourt violation. So another turnover. And with 1:38 left in the second quarter, 29-10, a nice lead for Hobbs. And we have Manice coming in, Mojica, Clay, Armitage in, and Everhart. Hobbs working it around the outside of the arc. They give it to Everhart. She puts up an attempt at a three. It hits the backboard, and then loose ball on the court. Armitage grabs it, a rebound, and her putback is good. Makes it 31-10. El Paso Hanks moving it down the court. They give it to Rios. Rios getting worked on by Armitage. Out near midcourt now. Pass over to Fernandez in the right corner. Double teamed. Good defense on her. The ball loose, but it ends up going out of bounds. Good hustle, though. Good steal. Good work. And it does touch one of the El Paso Hanks players, so Mojica inbounds it to Armitage. 50 seconds left to go in the second quarter. They pass it into Clay. She kicks it out to Mojica. Mojica drives in. Armitage to Clay, and Clay just pulls up, decides to take a shot. It will not fall. That's Hernandez with the rebound, and she comes down. I think she gets fouled. I was busy writing the score down, but I'm pretty sure. And that's going to be on Everhart. Everhart in, seeing I think her first minutes of the game here, late in the second quarter. A steal, nice work as Armitage has it, gets it to Everhart. Everhart pulls up, tries a three, won't fall. And then Mojica with the rebound. Lady Eagles pass it off, get it to Clay. She drives in, gives it to Mojica. Now to Armitage, she pulls back, gives it to Clay. Beautiful work. That's what you want to see. Wonderful as they quick, sharp passing, aware of where your other players are on the court, your teammates. Great. Little no-look pass on one of those passes, really sharp, and Clay with the points, but comes off of a nice pair of passes, and if I could give 2 assists, I would. 33-10. And that's it. Buzzer sounds. We're at the halftime where your score 33-10. We'll be back with your halftime report. Coming up, more Hobbs Lady Eagle basketball on Lee County News and Sports YouTube, HobbsAmerica.com, and Eagle 100.5 from Tasca Arena. We'll be back in just a few minutes. Welcome back to Task Arena for Hobbs Lady Eagle basketball. I'm Dawn Morgan with Jonathan Allen running camera and Evie Stuber producing and engineering tonight. And it's looking good for the Hobbs Lady Eagles as it's halftime and they are up 33-10. They were ahead at the end of the first quarter, 14-8, and then they stretched that out and outscored El Paso Hanks. Hobbs has scored almost 20 points. And El Paso Hanks scored 2 points in that second quarter, so they really dominated. El Paso Hanks forcing they with a lot of shots, but their shooting has been pretty cold. They've been getting some rebounds, but Hobbs have also been doing a good job of denying them some looks at the basket. Their shooting woes, especially from the three-point range, about as bad as Hobbs, but it was broken. The ice was broken by Kaysla Manise, who scored the only three-pointer of the first half for Hobbs. Pretty late in that second quarter. So let's look at the scoring. And for El Paso Hanks right now, your leading scorer is Annette Hernandez with 6 points, 2 rebounds. And then you've got Daisy Fernandez with 2 points. And then you've got Nevaeh Moore with 2 points and 4 rebounds. You have Nevaeh Carrillo with 2 rebounds. And you have, Daisy Fernandez with the 2 points and 1 rebound. And then Andrea Rios with 5 rebounds and a block. For the Hobbs Lady Eagles, leading scorer Brett Clay with 14 points, 3 rebounds, 1 steal, 1 assist. Then you have Kendall Cunningham with 8 points, 5 rebounds, and 1 assist. You have Kaysla Manise with 5 points. You've got Alana Bolton with 2 points and a rebound. Carolina Seiss with an assist. Mojica with an assist. And Madison Cepeda with 3 rebounds. Turnovers. Hobbs, El Paso Hanks with 13 turnovers in the first half. I've got Hobbs down for 5. And I may have missed 1 or 2 for both of those teams in terms of writing them down. But Hobbs moving the ball much better, playing really good teamwork. I've noticed a little bit different than in their previous games so far this season. They're just, again, moving the ball around, moving it well. The only problem they had in that, especially in the first quarter, was shooting. They had some cold shooting, and they are still a little bit cold from the three-point range. We'll see when they get down to the north basket if things change for them. But both teams were having trouble hitting trays in that first half. We'll take another break and come back in a couple of minutes. Say a very big thank you to all of our sponsors making this game possible. And we'll come back. Your Hobbs Lady Eagles again leading this one 33-10. We'll be back with more from on Lee County News and Sports YouTube, HobbsAmerica.com, and Eagle 100.5. welcome back to Tasker Arena. Halftime, and your Hobbs Lady Eagles are ahead 33-10 over El Paso Hanks. Lady Eagles led at the end of the first quarter 14-8, and then they outscored El Paso Hanks. They allowed Hanks only 2 points in that second quarter. Really doing a nice job moving the ball around. A lot of passing, assists, good work tonight, and shooting in. They had some shooting woes even at the 2-point range in that first quarter, which is... And 3 points, only one 3-pointer so far in the game, and that is Caitlin Moniz. And no free throws. The fouling really has not been much of an issue. And in fact, El Paso Hanks hasn't gone to the line, I don't believe, at all. And Hobbs only a couple of trips to the line. They're 2 of 4 at the free throw line in the first half. Armitage missed a couple. Clay made a couple. And Hobbs winning the rebounding battle. I've got them down for 16 rebounds and 14 rebounds for El Paso Hanks. So getting ready to start this third quarter, and we're into it. Hobbs with the ball inbounding it midcourt. Taskovich, Cepeda's got it, gives it to Mojica. Mojica tries to get a three to fall from the right wing. It won't, and that is going to be, I believe, number 20 or 22 with the rebound. Or no, that's, I believe, yeah, I think that was number 22. So El Paso Hanks with a quick turnover. Now it was actually number 22 called for the foul. And Hobbs with the ball again, trying from the right corner, and air ball touched by El Paso Hanks though goes out of bounds. Mojica will inbound it to Armitage. She drives through the lane and loses the handle on it. Goes out of bounds. And it will be a turnover for the Lady Eagles. 7:25 left in this third quarter. And yep, they're gonna call a foul. And an offensive foul on Daisy Fernandez. So no scoring yet. We're almost a minute into this third quarter, and both teams have had it, and they both had a couple of turnovers. One turnover for Hobbs. And Hobbs with the ball, passing around the outside of the arc. Mojica's got it to Armitage in the left corner, to Kindle, to Clay, and then to Cepeda from the right wing, and it rattles home. And it rattles home as I got my she and my it, and they're a little too close together. Apologies, but she gets the second tray of the game to fall. Beautiful, and makes it 36-10. El Paso Hanks coming back the other way. 21, Daisy Fernandez with it, and ends up committing and turning it over. So Hobbs will have the ball. 36-10 here in the third quarter. Cepeda with it, gets it over to Mojica. Mojica out past the right wing into Cunningham, back to Cepeda. Cepeda moves it back, and I think they're calling a timeout, as I think Coach Carpenter, it's just a 30-second timeout. Lady Eagles, I guess Coach Carpenter maybe just seeing something he really didn't like, wanting to let the girls know about something. So timeout pretty quickly in to this third quarter. We'll just keep it here since it's just a 30. Again, Lady Eagles outscoring El Paso Hanks 19-2 in that second quarter. Really poured it on, and coming out looking a little bit flatter here in the third quarter than they did even the very beginning of the game. Coach Carpenter, his assistants, talk to the girls for just a minute, see kind of what adjustments are made. They're out of the timeout. Mojica inbounds over near the scorer's table to Armitage. Armitage over to Cepeda in the right corner. Looking a little, they picked up the pace, looking a little. Oh, and a bad pass in is almost taken away, but Kendall Cunningham gets it. Oh, and then runs into problems, and then they're going to say that, yeah, she pivoted and took a little bit of a step there, but it was under heavy pressure as Nevaeh Moore matched up against Cunningham, and Moore is at 6'2", and there was another another Lady Knight on the other side. So turnover for Hobbs. So El Paso Hanks gets it down court quickly. A shot up from the left side won't fall, and the ball loose, and Clay has it, takes it coast to coast, puts it up and in from the right. Nice layup. Now she's got 16 points in the game, I believe. Hobbs stealing that one away. Nice. And then Cepeda goes out of bounds. Let's see. Yep. So the teams quickly, they trade turnovers there. Good hustle, though, always good to try to get the ball in. Cepeda is going to come out. Manice is in. Hanks moving the ball quickly across the timeline now. They're trying to pick up their pace as well. And, yep, a little, yep, palm the ball. So it's turnover number 4 for El Paso Hanks in this third quarter. 5:38 left in the third. Hobbs up 38-10. Hobbs looking to go up to 3-1, improve to 3-1 on the season. With a win here, a lot of basketball left to play. Armitage to Clay or to Manice in the right corner. Wow, triple teamed on her. She manages to still get the ball out to Armitage. Armitage drives across, then leaves it off for Clay. Clay, a no-look pass back to Manice. Manice tries to pop the tray, will not fall, and coming up with the rebound, I believe that is 21. Yes, it is. That is Daisy Fernandez. Still working the ball, gives it off to Hernandez. Good pressure by Hobbs. Good press. Oh, a bad pass picked up by Cunningham. Oh, Manice saves it and flips it backwards. There's a fight for it. I think they'll call a jump ball. Yes, they will, as Armitage on the floor with her hand on it against Hernandez. And the arrow will go the way of El Paso Hanks. Still good hustle. They give it to Fernandez. Drives in, passes in the lane to Moore. Moore had posted up and was waiting just to take it and put the layup up. Makes it 38-12. Coming down the other way, Hobbs moving quickly. They're really picking up the pace. I can see that, moving the ball a little quicker now. Then they were a little sluggish coming out, starting that third quarter. Ball goes out of bounds, and El Paso Hanks with it. Now they try to move the ball. Good heads up. Mojica interrupting that and trying to pick it up. She does block it, but it goes out of bounds. It'll stay El Paso ball right in front of Taskovich. They get it in. Oh, taken away. Beautiful work as number 30, that's Navarro, sees a chance to get it. Nice steal. Hobbs trying to fight for it. King trying to maintain control after that good heads-up play. Nice fight for that. And Annette Hernandez called for the foul. Third foul on her. It's the third team foul on the Lady Knights here in this third quarter. Nice pass in from Mojica into Navarro. Navarro passes it right back. A nice assist for her, and then Mojica buries that, and it makes it 41. Mojica now with a tray, and nice work, 41-12. Hobbs Lady Eagles definitely have continued to stretch things out. Mojica inbounding to the left of the Hobbs basket. They pass it around outside the arc, ends up in Manice's hands. Now back to Mojica. She drives in the lane, looking for somebody. I don't know if she was trying to bounce pass, I guess, to Armitage on the other side of the blocks. And it's tapped out of bounds by El Paso Hanks, and Mojica will have the ball. We'll try this again. Rewind, repeat. Nice high pass back into Navarro. Navarro kicks it out. Manice has got it. Now into Mojica. Mojica, top of the arc. Leaves it off for Bolton in the game now. Back in the game. To Navarro, or to Manice rather. She's getting double teamed. Yep, and El Paso Hanks fighting for it. Ball's on the floor, girls on the floor. Finally whistle sounds, and what are they going to do? Call the foul or call a jump ball? Jump ball, it'll go the way of Hobbs. Armitage will inbound right in front of Taskovich, right in front of the drummer. And gets it into Mojica. 41-12 your score, 3:30 left to play here in this third quarter. To Manise, top of the arc. She drives in, kicks it out to Armitage. She drives the lane. Then no-look pass over to Bolton. Bolton tries to put one up from the right side, banks it off the glass. It doesn't fall, but she falls and takes a hard fall. Wow, she's definitely a little slow getting up. That was a very hard fall. She's grabbing her right, in the right kidney area, right above. Yeah, now she's up. Couldn't feel good, that's for sure. But she's tough. And they do call number 34 more. It's her first foul. And that sends Bolton to the line. First one banks off. She will get a second try. 41-12 your score. 3:27 left in this third, and that one banks off as well. And skying for that is going to be Burton with a rebound. It's her second. Good hustle by Hobbs. Goes out of bounds. Last touch by Hobbs. El Paso Hanks, they'll inbound. Oh, taking it away. Mojica with a nice move, and she takes it. Nice steal, and then makes 2 points out of it. She's got 2 more points, makes it 43-12. Oh, and then a bad pass, and Mojica comes up with it again. Oh, but then the teams trade turnovers as it was intended. Bolton lets it go. Ooh, a 3-point shot up, no good. Banks off the glass, and Mojica with her third rebound. Passes into Navarro. Navarro posts up right underneath it. Tries a shot, won't fall. Then Bolton with the rebound and the putback makes it 45-12. Arliana Armitage with the assist. 3-point shot up, no good. Bolton skies for it, fight for it, coming down, and they're going to say she gets fouled. I think it's 34 on 34. Yep, second foul. And wholesale changes coming in. As a good job, appreciative applause for the Lady Eagles as they have stretched things out. 45-12 here. And Lady Eagles, of course, that's the 5th team foul in this quarter on El Paso. And Bolton will go to the line. It's her first trip. Nope. She had a shot before. And, missed. Has a chance to make good though. Yes. She missed 2 before, and now beautiful. Nothing but net on that. So fixing her form a little. Has a chance to sink this one as well. Even things up. 2:20 left to play in the third. Beautiful. Yeah, nice. So 47-12 now. 2:20 left in the third. As you've got Zepeda, Clay, Cunningham, Navarro, and Size out on the court right now for Hobbs. Nice steal, the inbound. And they give it to Cunningham. Cunningham, yep. She hesitates a little and lets that foul happen against her. Nice work, though. She took her time. Really nice move. So two points for her. She can increase that here at the line. Very reliable at the line. Gets 3 the old-fashioned way. Makes it an even 50 now. 50-12. Hobbs Lady Eagles just running away with this one after good scoring in the second quarter, and came out looking a little slow and sluggish in the third, and then picked up the pace and have fixed things and really moved forward. Big lead. Less than a minute and a half left to play. The ball goes out of bounds on the inbounds. Loose ball on the court. Hobbs takes it. They get it. Clay has to drive across the baseline, and she's going to get bumped into by Moore. And that'll be the third foul on Moore, Nevaeh.
Fouls on number 34, Nevaeh Moore, her third. At the line, shooting 2 shots, number 14,
Brett Clay goes back to the line. It's her second trip to the free throw line here tonight. First up, no good. She sank 2 in the first half. She'll get a chance to make this one. Eyes it, skies it, beautiful. Makes it 51-12 now. Less than a minute to play in this third quarter. Hanks moving the ball across the timeline, getting worked on by Clay. Passes over to the right wing. Good defense as Cunningham knocks it out of bounds. It'll stay El Paso Hanks ball, but good hustle. Even with this lead, Hobbs needs to keep their feet on the gas. And there's a pass in the lane as they put number 33 Butterfield, their 6'1" girl, in. She's seeing her first minutes of the game. She posted up to the left and couldn't handle the pass, came into her, and Hobbs, good defense, a combination of just butterfingers and good defense, but stays El Paso Hanks ball. Bounce pass in the corner. Ooh, nice work. A bad pass is interrupted. Nice steal and a nice assist. They give it to Clay. And I think that was off of size. So no, is that Novato? Novato gets the assist on that again. And then passes to Clay. Clay puts it up and in, makes it 53 right at the buzzer. 53-12 is your score. Hobbs up big. We'll come back with the fourth and final quarter of this one here at Tasker Arena coming up in 30 seconds. You're watching and listening on Lee County News and Sports YouTube, HobbsAmerica.com, and Eagle 100.5. Welcome back to Hobbs Lady Eagle basketball from Tasker Arena. I'm Dawn Morgan. You're watching and listening on Lee County News and Sports YouTube, HobbsAmerica.com, and Eagle 100.5. Jonathan Allen running camera tonight. Appreciate his help and services as always. Nice job. Evie Stuber producing and engineering. And thank you for watching and listening. Hobbs has this well in hand at the end of the third quarter, 53-12. Your score. They've led all three quarters. And now coming into this one, your starters are out on the floor for Hobbs, with the exception of Novato is in and Size is in. Oh, nice takeaway as Clay with a steal drives down, gives it off to Cepeda. Cepeda puts it up and in from the left. 2 more points for her. Again, really good teamwork. Good passing to the open girl, passing when it calls for it. I mean, you've still got people taking it in, taking it up to the hoop when it looks like the lane is clear and they've got a chance, and good chance at scoring. It's fine, but I've noticed just good pace, better pacing, better consistency with the Hobbs Lady Eagles on their offense and defense. Just some three-point shooting woes in that first half. They kind of have fixed some of that. Have come back. Cepeda sank a 3, and Mojica sank a 3, and Manice had the only 3 in the first half. Now, number 24, Sice called for the foul. And first free throw is up, no good. That is 21, Daisy Fernandez at the line. It's her first trip to the line. And no good. Clay with the rebound. She drives down. Nice pass over to Size in the left corner. Nice sharp pass to Novato. Novato muscles through the lane. Nice. And that's what Hobbs needs. They need a little muscle, little physicality and presence as well. Cunningham good at doing that. Other girls also good at that. But Hobbs Usually just quick. You think of them as quick, fast, finesse, and not quite so much for muscle and physicality. And they definitely need some of that. And Novato providing that. Shot by El Paso Hanks up, no good. Lady Eagles with it. They bring it down. And Kendall Cunningham gets the assist on that, but it's put up and in by Zepeda. 59-12 now. El Paso Hanks with a shot up, no good. Cunningham with the rebound, passes to Clay. Clay drives in with a nice 2-point trip. Cunningham again with a good assist. Hobbs girls playing a lot better teamwork. Just really passing, moving the ball around. Oh, nice block as Cunningham gets a fist on it. Clean block, sends it out of bounds. And El Paso Hanks just doesn't know what hit him. 61-12 is your score. And the Hobbs Lady Eagles, the starters of that five coming off. Cunningham, Clay, Navarro, Zepeda. El Paso Hanks putting up a ball, does not go. Moore with the rebound. So Coach Carpenter letting some of his younger players, bench players, get in with some good minutes here. 5:12 left to play in the game. And Bolton is in. Let's see. Bolton, Everhart, El Paso Hanks. Inbounds, puts up a shot, doesn't fall, and Everhart with a rebound. That's her second of the game. Passes to Bolton. Bolton posting up and puts it up and in. Nice work. Makes it 63-12. Ooh, almost stolen away. Nice work. Good hustle by Corelli Rivera. But the ball goes out of bounds, stays El Paso Hanks ball. Nice work, though. It's Rivera in the game. Manice, Bolton, Novato. Hanks with the ball. Trying to drive in, and they're going to call a foul, I believe, on Hobbs. On number 23, I think Rivera.
Fouls on number 23, Corelli Rivera, her second. 14, the Lady Eagles.
And of course, running clock. So the rest of these 4 minutes will go fast. El Paso Hanks inbounds. They get it to a player in the left corner. She puts up 3-shot attempt, won't fall. An air ball. Hobbs comes down with it. Kaisla Manice passes it off to Everhart. Everhart tries a 3 in the corner, won't fall. And Novato fighting for the rebound. Nice. Hobbs missing, some of that, some of the physicality and the rebounding that Jayla David brought to the court in championship form. She's not playing basketball this season. An excellent volleyball player as well. She had a good season. Good work. Everhart with a steal, forces a turnover, puts it up, won't fall, but coming right behind her, ready to grab it, is Rivera. And before she is going to try to put up a shot, she gets fouled. They're going to call that on number 10, Zoe Burton. And that will send Rivera to the line. The first one clanks off the back, no good. She'll have another shot at it. 63-12, your score here. 3 minutes, just a little over 3 minutes left to play in this game. As some of the starters come back in, you've got Armitage back in. Second one is up and good for Rivera. So she now has a point in this game, 64-12. 3 minutes left to play. Zepeda came back in with Armitage, Nakai Mojica, Sias, and Katie Godwin. Matched up against Nevaeh Moore. Ooh, nice. Tipped away by Mojica. but Hanks hangs on to it, and then a good block again. Mojica playing such good heads-up ball, tips that away, gets it to Armitage. Oh, Armitage gets tagged. I didn't see that. She gets kind of clotheslined there, I think, by Nevaeh Moore, and it wasn't deliberate, I didn't see, but she just she put up a hand, her hand and arm, and Armitage ran into it, so, and went down. She's popped back up. Looks okay. That's a fourth foul, though, on Nevaeh Moore. Hobbs inbounds it. Armitage gets it to Size. Size to Cepeda. Cepeda over to Armitage on the left wing. Armitage moves it around. Now drives through the lane. Loses a handle on the ball, and it dribbles off. It looks like it was, yeah, goes off of the foot, and Fernandez also fouls. And so a minute 50 left with the running clock. Goes quickly. 64-12 your score here. Godwin lays it up and in. So she's got 2 points in the game as well. Makes it 66-12. Nice pass in from out of bounds. Good work for Godwin to be posted up right there. Puts it up and in. Bad pass. Goes out of bounds. And Size is going to inbound. Minute 15 left. 66-12 your score. Hobbs gonna hang on to the ball, pass it around. Mojica's got it. Looking for somebody open. She does. Godwin's got it in the lane, getting worked on by Moore. Tries to put up a shot, and she is going to get fouled, and that'll foul out Moore, I believe. Yep. So she fouls out. I think she goes out with 2 points and 5 rebounds in the game. And that is going to put Katie Godwin at the line. She's got 2 points in the game. She can add to that here at the free throw line. 57.8 seconds left in this game. Hobbs will go to 3-1 on the season. And, oh, it just banks off to the left. I thought it was going to go in, swish through the net. Just missed. Hobbs will be on the road to play at Pebble Hills, which is one of the newer schools in El Paso, coming up this Friday night. We'll talk about that more here in just a moment. Second one up, no good. But the rebound, Hobbs keeps it. They get it to Size. Size tries the three from the left wing. It will not fall, and that's going to be Burton with the rebound. 40 seconds left. So El Paso Hanks with the ball. That is number 21, Fernandez. Bounce pass back into her in the lane, and she puts it up and in. 2 more points. So 66-14. Hobbs coming the other way. Nakai Mojica leaves it off for Size. Size moves back toward midcourt, and it looks like Hobbs may just hang on to the ball now. Coach Carpenter standing up. I think that's what he called for. So Hobbs will just hang on to it, and the score will end as they run the clock out. Size just bounces the ball until the clock runs. 66-14 as Hobbs showing mercy and posts a big win. Now 3-1 on the season. And we'll be back in just a couple of minutes to wrap this one up. Congrats to the Hobbs Lady Eagles. And El Paso Hanks playing a good first quarter, and then Hobbs just was able to really put their feet on the gas, dominate the rest of the game, and outscore them. So we hope that the Lady Knights and the fans and the visitors from El Paso will have safe travels and make it back. We do have a special presentation coming up just here in just about a minute or two. So I tell you what, let's go ahead and leave that on and up so that you can hear and see what's going on.
We'd like to congratulate number 22, Kendall Cunningham, breaking the all-time block record.
All-time block record.
with her
Wow.
126 career block.
126 career block.
Provided by Jason Farmer.
Wow.
Hobbs new side.
So very nice work. 126 career blocks for Kendall Cunningham with the Hobbs Lady Eagles. And that block came, and I wrote that down, and that was a big block earlier. I'm not even sure if she knew at the time that it was a record breaker, but it definitely was cause for celebration, and she gets a nice banner for that. So great recognition, as always. Great talent. Our Hobbs Lady Eagles, fun to watch, and we'll be back to wrap this one up here in just a couple of minutes. Welcome back to Hobbs Lady Eagle basketball, as a big night for the Lady Eagles here on Lee County News and Sports YouTube, HobbsAmerica.com, and Eagle 100.5. I'm Dawn Morgan with Jonathan Allen running camera, and we'll just wrap this one up fairly quickly as the gym is emptying out, and Hobbs Lady Eagles end up victorious 66-14, your final score here. And they managed to lead in all four of the quarters, 14-8 into the first, 33-10 at halftime, 53-12 at the end of the third, and 66-14. Just really quickly looking down as Brett Clay leading all scorers with 21 points, 5 rebounds. I've got her down with a steal and a couple of assists as well. And then you had Kendall Cunningham with 11 points, 6 rebounds, 3 assists, and a block, a big block that gave her 126 career blocks with the Lady Eagles, and that breaks the former record. So nice work there. Also good work with across the board. A lot of Lady Eagles scoring. They moved the ball around very well, as I mentioned several times during the game. Really passing, looking for the open girls, setting up the play, really moving it around and getting what you want to do, the crisp, sharp passing, good pace, and moving it around to get the open girl, giving her the best look at the basket. Lots of no-look passes tonight. I noticed that. They're just playing very well. Much better, much smoother, and more consistent on offense and defense with good transitions as well. Just three-point shooting was really, and a little cold shooting in that first quarter particularly, but still good scoring efforts, as you had Alana Bolton with 8 points, and I got either 3 or 4 rebounds for her. And 9 points for Madison Cepeda, 3 rebounds, a couple of rebounds for Addison Everhart. You had Aliana Armitage with 4 points, 3 rebounds, 4 assists, 3 steals. Doing a nice job. She had a lot of, I think, more assists in the game than anybody. Brett Clay, I mentioned. Nakaya Mojica, 7 points, 3 rebounds, 2 assists, 2 steals. Nice work from her as well. Corelli Rivera getting in the books with a point. And Size with a couple of assists. Navarro getting in with a couple of assists, a couple of rebounds, a steal. Kaisla Moniz with 5 points, one of those a tray. I mentioned Alana Bolton and Godwin. So our three-pointers tonight coming from Cepeda and from Mojica and from Moniz. So that's a look at some of the stats, and really looks like we need to get out of here, go ahead and get torn down. So we'll leave it off at that and just say congratulations. Lady Eagles 3-1 on the season now. They go to El Paso to play at Pebble Hills Friday. That game is going to start at 6 o'clock New Mexico time. At least that's what's scheduled at this point. So congratulations again. With the loss, El Paso Hanks drops to 3-6 on the season. Next up for them, they're home against Bernie, I think is how they say that one. And they're back on the court day after tomorrow on Thursday night. They're at home. So a lot of turnovers by El Paso Hanks. Not very many turnovers at all. Boy, that's something Hobbs really cleaned up from the last couple of 3 games. They had not very many turnovers, just 5 turnovers in the first half and not many more. I think all total maybe 4 for the second half. So a good job in fewer turnovers. And a better game all the way around. I would bet that head coach Carpenter is happy with that performance tonight and looking to build on that on Friday night. So we'll take the trip and have that game for you. TJ Miracle and I will have the call. Thanks to Jonathan Allen for running camera tonight. And we'll be back here, of course, next week as well with more Lady Eagle basketball from Tasker Arena tonight. Thank you very much to Evie Stuber, producing and engineering. I'm Dawn Morgan saying so long and good night. And you've been watching and listening on Lee County News and Sports YouTube. Oh, by the way, I did, before I go, Evie passed along the final score. The Hobbs boys did win as well tonight. The Eagles beat Centennial on the road, 64-42 final score there. So thank you very much. On Lee County News and Sports YouTube, HobbsAmerica.com, and Eagle 100.5. Good night.